Hello, everyone, and welcome to Redemption of the New Guard, Honorbound, where no one's ever in the right position. Maybe we should go back to
Oh.
Skype. That's the one problem with Zoom, is that people always show up in different spots all the time.
Well, we could
Well-
control it by adding ourselves to the call in a certain order.
We could. Maybe we
But-
should do that at some point.
Everybody knows that we won't do that.
It's not that difficult.
Wait a minute. I didn't move everyone right. Only Ryan was in the right place.
Oh, so I'm just
always
in.
perfect.
Am I Justin or am I Neil? I'm Neil.
You were Neil
Okay.
for a while. We're good now. We're good.
So what's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Good.
pretty good.
How are you?
Streamed a lot. So it's basically been my week. Work, studies, and a lot of stream. Almost finished Rolls of the Fallen, and I'm planning on some Icewind Dale now that they released the enhanced version.
The enhanced edition. Yeah, I've got my hands on that, but I haven't played through it yet. It seems like just Baldur's Gate 2, or Baldur's Gate 3, I guess.
I never liked Icewind Dale as much as I liked Baldur's Gate.
Me neither, but it's still a game I want to go through.
Is it all the way out yet? Is it fully released?
Yeah, the enhanced edition is fully released. It's been for about 2 days, I think.
I had I'd gotten an advanced copy somehow, and I didn't know when the release date was, so I didn't know when I could play it. So Right.
Yeah, somebody in chat told me, like, are you playing Icewind Dale? What? Icewind Dale is what? Out? And I was confused, and I saw it on
Now
Steam.
for like a decade.
Longer than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So where were we last in Honorbound,
So-
guys?
Yeah, let's make a small recap. Well, I feel like Justin always does it, so why change the habit?
Rotate, but
if anybody wants to do the recap, feel free. I was just joking.
Would you like to do the recap, Ryan?
I don't care. I'm happy with your recaps. Although
Okay.
if we're rotating, I think it's
So we set out into the mountains with the party, Balrog, the elf whose name I can't remember, and the lady Vivimus
Lady Eleanor and
Eleanor.
Lady Vallysa.
and Lady
Like
Verissa,
the
there.
only name you heard about 15 times during that session was Lady Eleanor. So
Yeah.
Balrog, I think you only heard twice or maybe 3 times.
Yeah, but Balrog's a Street Fighter character, so it's easy to remember.
and no offense,
It's not
Chucky,
Balrog.
but the way you
Still.
say Eleanor or Eleanor or whatever is difficult for us to comprehend.
We had a rousing philosophical discussion about necromancy.
Yes.
We got ambushed by some wolves. We spent a day running away from the wolves. We got caught in an unnatural avalanche. We got stuck in a cave because of a second unnatural avalanche. We got wrecked by a roper, rust monsters, dark hats, I think, and
Dark Mantles.
dark mantles. There we go. We found the Bullete. We managed to kill the Bullete at the cost of only one of the NPCs, so who really cares? And just as we killed it,
Such
we
roleplay.
heard wolves howl in the distance. Also, now that the NPC who happened to die is wearing plate mail, so Ryan's finally going to get that upgrade. See-
Dragon Plate. Yes.
Dragon scale mail.
No, Dragon Plate.
yeah, it's plate. It is a set of plate mail.
No. It's made of scales.
Well, yeah, but it's equivalent to plate mail apparently.
Yeah, it's Dragon Plate.
Okay,
I mean-
so is my volume better? I cranked it up.
Yeah, there you go. Now
Check.
everyone's on the same level.
Yep. Awesome.
So, Chucky, when you said in the distance, exactly how far in the distance
So
are we thinking these wolves are?
in this distance is Lady Eleanor comes down from her hiding spot, jumps down at you, and tells you with somewhat of an impatience, the wolves are close. Maybe a couple of minutes from us. They'll be on us. They heard us. Dozens, maybe even more.
All right.
Do you have time to take a short rest? I asked her.
She
So-
looks at you with a face as if you've made the worst joke in the world.
So how heavy is the boule? Actually, it doesn't matter how heavy it is. It's on top of a bunch of snow. So I tell everyone that I want to get this boule pushed down through the break in the trees down the cliff to block the only entrance to the cave system that's still there. And we'll use the Blue's body to literally block the cave so that the wolves can't get to us.
The problem is that the Bullete is kind of big.
Hey,
It's not.
hey,
it
you're
is
not there. You're not in our party.
No. You want to do this. I mean, you can try it, but you see the block there is up. It's to scale, and the Bullete is 10 feet too large. It would be pretty hard to do it.
Oh, okay, but it's on snow, so that like
The problem I see is the trees in the way.
Well, there's
Yeah,
a gap-
that's
there is
what
a
I
gap
mean.
between the trees right there, and you got to figure the branches can just be pushed out of the way.
Then if they're 2 minutes away, we don't have time to argue. Push. And I
Okay,
get up
well, let's
behind the
give it a
Bullete and I
shot.
start pushing.
Okay, so
Shall we start adding up our strength? Does anyone know what the push is? Is it like times? I think it's like times 20, times 30, maybe even more.
I'm not sure. Well, Lady Aranway just shakes her head and starts pushing, and so
that's-
Warlog doesn't
that's-
argue.
Technically an object, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a quote.
Because it's not a person, it's not a thing anymore. It's technically an object.
Yes.
Unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you. I thunderwave it and it automatically falls.
You're gonna waste a spell slot
Mhm.
right before a battle. All right,
Okay, so
and you said that maps to scale. That's 10 feet from the cliff.
Yep.
yes, and the trees are now down there as well somewhere
All right.
because a Bullete that is so
And considering
so
the
heavy
Bullete,
would just take the trees down with it.
Awesome. That's even more of an obstruction.
So how
And
do we get in
considering the
now?
Bull-
I say.
there's another entrance.
Yeah, we crawl back in the way we got out the first time.
up at the top there, right? Or
Yeah,
is it
right next
over
to
to the left?
right next to the skeleton? There's a No, it's closer to where
So how does this prevent the wolves from getting to us?
well, because they have
I guess it just gives us one choke.
yeah, they're large creatures, and we crawled through a hole sized for medium creatures.
So we've got like 7 holes on this map. Can someone point out which one?
Okay, so this is the Bullete hole that goes from here to here.
Yeah, so those aren't. Yeah.
And this is the hole you want.
Okay.
What's the button that allows you to like ping? I actually don't
You
know.
just click and hold.
Exactly, on the first button on the select move.
Okay. So it's here. There's a hole in the wall, like right there.
Yeah, that's the Bullete hole. That's the one it made around to jump on you. And this
Well,
is
no,
the one going
the
back
rust
into the
monsters
tunnel.
made it initially, and then he
No,
finished the last
no,
10
no.
feet, right?
This one over here is the one that you're talking about.
I think the Bullete made all the holes. The rust monsters was using his tunnels. But anyways, so I start herding everyone into that tunnel.
Okay, so you
Hurting
start
the
going down the
NPC.
tunnel.
Someone with the strength to actually like pick her up should grab Lady Eleanor's body.
Lady Vallysa.
I grab her by a foot and drag her behind me as I head towards the tunnel.
Okay, so you crawl through the tunnel. You all get down, and then you hear, "Ow, ow, ow!" Very close to you, maybe a couple of 100 feet. It echoes very loudly in the cave.
We can't afford to let them like run off with the Bullete if they like try and drag it away and eat it because
Yeah,
they'll
I would have
those
dragged
winter-
Lady Varissa's body into the cave with us.
Yes, the Felin did that.
Yeah.
Okay, did he say that? All right.
Yeah. How heavy? The Boulete's 10 feet long and it's big and heavy, right? Like these winter wolves couldn't drag the carcass away, could they?
If there were enough of them, they could.
But why would they?
It's food.
Yeah, they could just eat it on the spot. I don't know if they're smart enough to coordinate dragging a carcass together.
Wolves are pretty smart.
Yeah.
Do they coordinate dragging?
Usually they just eat it where it is,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I
which
think
might do our job for us.
the Bullete doesn't entirely block the entrance. Like,
Well,
you can still
considering the
walk-
Bullete made the tunnel, it's probably perfectly Bullete size.
Well, no, not the entrance we came in, but the entrance that the Bullete is now in front of, because that was a natural cave opening.
So if you look here, this is I'm gonna show you the entrance where Justin means. So this is the entrance that is now currently blocked by the Bullete.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if we put both our archers there, they can just shoot at the wolves if the wolves come to mess with the Bullete. And we have 2 like world-class archers, so.
You mean we have 1 world-class archer?
And 1 runner-up.
I nod and give Bowen a good job, man.
Lady Arenua's face goes even more sour, if that is possible.
God, why couldn't she have died? She's no fun at all compared to the other one.
Yeah, Vallysa just sort of shut her mouth and killed things for us.
It was really nice.
And this is how PCs view NPCs.
Racism.
There's no racism. There's just
It's complete
rampant.
racism.
You're useless to me. I don't want to deal with you.
Complete racism.
Where's the race? We
Well,
have
you guys
representatives
are-
of all the races here.
Yeah, but you view yourselves as PC and everybody else as NPCs, and don't really care about anything much but yourselves.
I wish we had some way of collapsing the tunnel that we crawled through so that the only way out was through the Bullete, or the only way in was through the Bullete.
If you had any way of doing that.
Anyone got any ideas on how that could happen?
Well, I
I
feel like
don't
now a few minutes have probably passed. Are the winter wolves nearby? Where do we hear them?
You can hear the howls coming even closer. At the moment, they're above the tunnel, above where you are right now.
So
I tell
we
Lady
splitting the
Erinwood
party?
to go over here, and she can guard our runner-up archer.
I mean, yeah, you
Oh,
look
yeah.
around, you look behind, and she is not there.
Perfect.
So,
oh god, whatever.
She just wandered off. without
No,
saying
she probably
anything?
went over there already on her own accord.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just
And we have the
That's
other
an
NPC
assumption.
with us too, right? The human barbarian,
he's
Yeah,
a
this-
paladin fighter.
paladin fighter, barbarian, whatever.
The barbarian's
Barbarian
dead.
is dead.
Okay.
Yeah, we have her corpse here.
I suggest to the human fighter paladin that he go and hang out with
Dwarf.
Lady Erinwood.
Dwarf. But yeah.
Dwarf, human, whatever.
Yeah.
I tell the other NPC to get out of my sight
Tell him to
I
go
toss him
check on, make sure that she is guarding the Bulete's entrance.
and to
Yeah, I-
give her assistance as needed.
I toss him some rope and ask him
Yeah.
to try and like wrap it around the Bulete's body somehow, or tie a leg down or something. So if the wolves try and drag it away, he can like tie it around a stalagmite or something and prevent them.
As big as that
Uh,
Bullete is, it's probably like several thousand pounds.
Yeah, but it
It's-
never hurts
it's
to be
not gonna
extra,
get dragged
extra
away.
certain just in case the DM really doesn't want you to have something.
It's all right.
He really does want us to have something. He went through a lot of effort to get us up into these mountains, tracking down the Bullete.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
but now he hears our plans and he's probably just going to change his entire storyline to screw with us.
So I am standing in that hallway that we just went in, that passageway we just went in.
Okay, Lady
weapon
Sir
in
Borog,
hand.
as you tell him to go and help, Lady nods and says, "Take care of Lady Vallysa's body. I'll attend to her rights. She has been a good warrior."
Of course, I won't raise her from the dead or anything.
He looks at you, like his face darts at you, but doesn't really say anything. He just frowns at you,
Move
Times
those
of the
stubby
essence.
legs, Longbeard. Go.
Ignore his crude jokes.
and he starts moving. Okay, you guys are alone. If you want to do anything.
I think that's pretty tense. I mean, I'm like armed and
Yes,
waiting for a wolf
we're
to
just
come
waiting.
pounding through that.
Are you going? You're in the map right now. You can move your tokens. Are you still in that room, or are you going with Sir Borog in the other one?
I'm chilling
I'm-
here.
I am right there.
I'm gonna stay here. If the wolves start coming up through, I'll probably like burn an AE down the tunnel.
Okay, good. You can hear several more howls, and you can hear scrambling through the tunnel in front of you.
I cast
After
light on
Mason-
a pebble and throw it down the tunnel.
You cast light on the pebble, throw it down the tunnel, and at first, still darkness, nothing. And after a couple of seconds, you can see the white muzzle of a smaller winter wolf crawling through the tunnel.
I shoot it.
Okay. What angle is this tunnel at? Because it looked like the entrance came vertical out of the floor.
It was more. I couldn't really draw it. It was more of a slated.
Also-
going down like this.
I want to argue that if the wolf has to crawl through this tunnel, it won't be able
have
to
advantage.
dodge very well, so I should get advantage. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Critical hit.
Oops. 2d8 plus 6. 2d8 plus 6. Not 2d6 plus 8. 9 damage to the winter
9
wolf.
points of damage to the winter wolf.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
that's the second shittiest critical I could possibly roll.
Exactly. And Marford, do you want to do anything before your initiative?
I'll cast Ray of Frost on it.
Do it.
I'm assuming that's a hit.
Yes.
8 damage.
You wear frost. You do your max damage, but the wolf is not even touched by it.
That's probably immune to cold, huh? It's my only ranged ability that doesn't cast a
Maybe.
spell slot.
Well,
Okay.
if another 6 seconds passes, I want to shoot it again.
I mean,
It's
you won't
immune to the
initiative first.
damage, is it immune to the effect? Like, I don't think the 10 feet's gonna matter. But I actually
Just roll initiative against it.
17.
actually don't know the answer to that question.
Sorry about that. No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, so its speed is reduced by 10 till the
Yeah,
start
its
of my
speed is
next
reduced by
turn.
10. Yeah. Okay, Farron, you're first.
Okay, I take a shot at it again. 2d20, d1 plus 10. Another 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
14 damage, and then I'm going to take my second shot at the creature behind it.
There's no creature behind it.
Well, I'm
One
going to
wolf.
pretend that there's a creature behind it so I can get my Horde Breaker.
Try your best. You're not getting
24.
this. 24 is not. It's a miss.
It's a miss? A 20 was a hit. How's a 24 a
Yeah.
miss?
Dodges to a side, you know.
There's no
It
side.
happens.
It's trapped in a tunnel. It can't
There's-
move.
You
just
you
raise
hit
up.
the snow, Neil.
You hear this?
This is bullshit.
arrow-
I can fire 2 shots, but the second one magically misses every time. I demand some consistency in
Unless
this
there's
world.
another creature there, and then it hits.
You need
I
to talk to
demand
the-
logical consistency.
You need to talk to the Dungeons and Dragons team.
No, the DM makes the end decisions. They're just, they make the.
Yes,
base.
I already told you that Horde Breaker is not gonna work like that.
But you can't
I-
let me fire arrows. You can't let me take a second shot if
There are
it's impossible to miss. It
considerations
doesn't
other
make,
than realism, Neil.
It's funny.
doesn't make
You want me
sense.
to take Horde Breaker away from you, Neil?
No, I want you to give me a better explanation for why it doesn't work. Other than, yeah, sure, you make infinite shots, they don't hit.
Your imagination is not good
Maybe
enough to
maybe
imagine there's a
Hordebreaker
creature
is the
behind
ability to
with Hordebreaker.
shoot arrows at the same time, but when you shoot 2 arrows at the same time, they kind of have to diverge a little bit.
Yeah,
so you
but then I
keep
could have done the same
thing.
thing against the Bullete.
Because it's bigger. Yeah. Okay.
Also, it only says 5 feet away. It doesn't
I
say
was
like
trying
5
to-
feet to the side. It could
I was
be,
trying to give you a narrative explanation. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Nope. You can try.
Wait a minute, is
but
the stream not live?
I can see it live.
I mean,
Okay.
people are talking in chat about it. So I
Okay, good.
What,
It's just
is
I don't
Twitch
see
doing
it.
something funny?
I don't have the video preview up. I don't see it showing up.
I had that problem yesterday, or
Okay.
not Friday. It just wasn't
Cool.
showing up at all on Twitch for some reason.
No, I see it. It's
Good,
there.
good. As long as it's live.
Okay. So after that, the Winter Wolf starts scoring as much as he can, and you guys
I-
have that. Go on.
I mean, I'll
You're
re-
next afterwards.
I'll have an attack readied for when the wolf steps in front of me.
Well, you don't have a turn yet. That's the problem. It's
Whatever,
the
okay.
initiative is Farron, Winter Wolf, Martha, Bowen, and you already used your action for the surprise.
I had a
round.
preview. I did have. I didn't use I used a bonus action, but it's fine.
I'll
It's
use the
already passed.
bonus action. Okay, good.
It's cool.
okay.
Don't. Okay, whatever.
No, you can definitely prepare it. I was under the impression you already used the action.
But I guess if my initiative rolls around again, it doesn't matter. Anyways.
So the Winter Wolf moves basically in about 5 feet from the entrance and inhales 3 and exhales a cone of cold on all of you.
Well, shit.
Oh, I forgot they
Okay,
had
so
we already saw this
everybody-
once, too.
Everybody has a dexterity saving throw.
What is the area of effect of this? Like, can it
15
actually
feet
hit all-
cone. Yes,
50 feet?
15 feet. 15 feet cone.
15. Yeah, it can hit all of us. So, but how? No, it can't hit all of us unless it's right
No.
in front of me and I hit it in the face.
No. I said it's 5 feet from the entrance, so it would not hit Farron.
But it hits me.
Okay,
And
so I think it either has to step within the melee range of me or not hit Theron. So it's choosing to just hit me and Martyr.
Yeah, it can't choose anything else because its movement was reduced.
Okay.
Okay,
that's a
that Marford,
7.
that is a fail. And Bowen,
11.
a 11 is a fail. So let's see how much damage you guys take. Let me get enough dice for this.
Okay.
Your dexterity is -3.
Okay,
Yes,
you
it
take
is.
Wow.
you take 14 points of cold damage.
Fuck, let me go grab a pencil. I'm still up, but barely.
Yeah, still alive. Mostly because of the heal I got last session. Actually, almost entirely because of the heal I got last session.
Okay, and it is now Martha's turn. The creature is, as I said, 5 feet from the entry, so I can actually open it up and show you. Let me bring up a token.
Okay, well, Fairy Frost does nothing against it. I guess I have to resort to the hand axe for the first time since the campaign started.
Ooh, new weapons.
So I chuck a hand axe at it.
You
no,
took
I
a
have
hand axe
advantage,
at
right? Because it's
Wait,
an
hold-
enclosed space.
it? Yep,
So that the 17 would hit.
17 will
I
hit.
believe it's 1d6 plus 3 for my strength. So that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage on the creature. The creature whimpers and it's severely bloodied. Okay.
How wide?
I will
Bowen.
just move off to the side in case that shit recharges.
Okay. Bowen.
How wide is the cave?
As I said before, it's about 5
how
feet
tall?
wide and 3 feet tall.
What the hell? Okay. So I can't even get in there to attack the creature.
What have I said? I think I no. I think I said that is something else. 1 second. Let me find out.
How are you gonna
Well, you
find
can
out?
easily try it and find it if I have it in my notes.
We came through it.
You can easily
Yeah,
go
but do you
there
have
and
to crawl
attack
through
it.
And
I'd say at least at the entrance here, because the wall collapsed in a way, you can get inside.
So what are the dimensions of the entrance? Can I get inside without
I would
crawling?
say the entrance itself is enough, so you can step in front an additional maybe 2 feet, 2-3 feet, and attack it. But more than that, you need to start crawling.
Sure, that's fine. I'll step in and hit the creature
Do it.
with advantage.
Yes.
2d20. A 1 and a 2.
Well, that is not good. That's not good.
you're gonna
And
channel.
I-
You already used your channel divinity. Never mind.
Yeah, I haven't had a short rest. I am going to heal myself though.
Okay. Awesome. Sorry, not Bowen. Farron.
All
What
right,
is going on?
I am taking my shot. 21.
21 is a hit.
D8 plus 6. 9.
And for 9 points of damage, you kill the creature.
So now we have
was
a
pretty
body
weak
blocking
boss.
both entrances.
The creature was not as big as the other ones. This was a smaller one, as I mentioned before.
Well, yep, the hole's plugged. So I guess I take a step. Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat, yes.
Take a step back. Finally got that fur coat we wanted.
Light's still on that pebble. I'll move like up and keep an eye down the tunnel.
You hear whimpers, and then you hear heavy paws in the snow, just and going into the distance, and cheers of victory.
All right, I think I'm going to circle around and check on our NPCs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll stay here.
Okay.
You
I'll
check
stay
on your
here
NPCs,
with blanking on your Martour.
You circle around and check your NPCs, and Lady Elenway is nowhere to be seen, but Sir Bolrog looks back at you and smiles widely.
So
You
is
lasted good.
I shout to him, "What's going on? You got wolves?"
None. They never came close. Rain of arrows on them. I saw it from here.
Wait, the wolves. Oh, I guess I'm not there.
Where's? Yeah, I'm not there either.
So Lady Eleanor's that's at the cave. Can you see the Bullete?
Never moved. They never even got close to the entrance.
All right, hold your position. I'll keep you posted, and then I'll run back to the party.
And he doesn't see Lady Ellenworth anywhere.
He does not see Lady.
I'll go
anywhere.
talk to the party. Yeah, I'll say Balrog's got eyes on the Bullete. No sign of wolves or Eleanor. I think she's outside dealing with the wolves. ...
Okay. I mean, she's the one who's super afraid of the wolves. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and she disobeyed our commands. Did she not crawl back into the cave with us?
Yes, she did.
No, she did. She must have crawled over the Boulete's body to get out.
Okay.
In any case, I vote we hole up here for as long as we can.
Take our third long rest in this cave.
Can we take that many long rests? Yeah, because it's been it hasn't been 12 hours since the last one.
It hasn't been 12 hours since the last one, but we can hang out for 12 hours and then sleep for 8.
I think that sounds like a better plan.
We do have to gut the Bullete to get the horn out, so that's probably going to take a while anyway.
Yeah, we might as well stay here and do that. It's getting a little chilly. Maybe we can bring in some firewood or something, make a small fire.
Well, we knocked some trees down that are now next to the Bullete.
Yeah. All right, let's all go out there together. Bring the Bullete. Well, actually, no. Which way is the Bullete facing? If we go at the tunnel that the Bullete is blocking, what part of the Bullete is?
Its back is to your face.
Ouch. How heavy is the armor on its backside?
That's a question.
The edition is not that detailed.
Because, well, historically, Bouletes have a weak point below their fin, but I don't know if they even have the fin and the weak point.
They don't even have the weak underbelly in 5e, which is that's like the most fun part about fighting Bouletes.
Yeah.
Is the strategy involved.
1 second, I can give you some if I can find it.
They just like average their armor class to 17 overall.
You know what? Do you have any specifications? I think this is the same size as in 2e. How heavy is one in 2e?
Oh, like a ton. They literally weigh a ton.
That was just a guess, though. I don't think it says anything specifically, but I'm just thinking a creature that think like a rhinoceros or something like that.
Yeah.
Easily over 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, put it like that. Let's just say 3,000 pounds. I'd say 3,000 pounds is a good number to go
on. So let's switch places with Balrog and have him watch the wolf entrance.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Vanessa's body.
Well, you several minutes pass, and you guys change places and start guarding or taking a rest.
Does Lady Ellenworth come back inside?
After a couple of minutes, you hear voices from the outside. And
so we're over by the Bullete, and Balrog is over by the back entrance.
Yeah.
Yes. You hear voices from the outside saying, "It's safe. Come up, crawl over it."
More than one voice?
You can hear one voice, but you're definitely sure that you heard more footsteps in the snow than only one person.
I shout back, "Who goes there?" Was it a male or a female voice?
It was a male voice. Lady Ellenware responds, "It's me. My people are here. They drove back the wolves."
Your people? Who are your people?
She mentioned them like 5 times last session.
It's probably Neil's cousins.
God, if that's my cousin, I'm killing them all.
I look to Neil and to Marcher. Did either of you recall her talking about her people?
Nope. But
Yeah,
then again, you know what? I didn't really listen too much to her.
She's apparently the
Frost Rangers or whatever.
The leader of an entire group of people who patrol these lands and keep the beasts at bay from civilization.
Fair enough.
That's why all the caves are like all the safe spots all the safe caves are marked with red marks, so everyone knows like if someone's place has been investigated, they catch supplies. It's a rather elaborate little network.
Okay. So I will, flail still in hand, I will crawl over the corpse of the Bullete.
You can see maybe 10 elves, all clad in hide armors. Some of them even in a plate mail. 2 of them that seem to be the only ones in melee armor.
That's a really shitty idea. Plate mail in the cold, trying to hunt animals stealthily.
They don't seem to be trying to hunt animals. These guys are not hunters, but you do see some of them wearing even shiny scale on them. Definitely not steel.
All right. So I emerge from the cave and step back into the camp. Rest of the party.
Okay. You step into the camp. Everybody else.
So if Ryan's character starts heading out, Martyr would just head after him. He likes being behind the cleric.
Theron
Okay.
will pull up the rear.
As you move inside of camp, you see even more upside. You can move you back into this camp so you can see it. So as you move out, you can see even more elves up on here. Between the trees, maybe 10, 15 more.
I turn to Lady Eleanor and say, "How many men do you command?"
She smiles and says, I don't command them. It is a brotherhood. We all help each other in times of need.
I
And they heard
snort
us.
in derision.
She ignores you completely.
Well, good. It's taken a while for her to
Finally.
ignore me.
Well, it needs some work to it. You're the only elf in miles.
Well, now he's not.
Yeah,
No,
thank
he's not.
God.
So
And
are
she
these
says-
all elves? I
all,
quickly take
these
stock
are
of
all
the-
elves, yes. Same pale skin complexion as she has. Tall as she is, even for elves.
Are there any wolf bodies around? Did they kill any wolves?
I mean, stepping out, looking around, you can see maybe 2, 3 bodies of large winter wolves around.
Excellent.
Fur coats for everyone.
Well, I'm glad that your people have come. Perhaps the 2 of you, I say pointing to the NPCs, would like to...
Balrog is
Head
still
back now.
in the cave.
Well, fine. The 2 of you, and I kind of gesture to the cave, like to head
see.
back now.
Yes, we will make camp in this cave. We probably will need another day or so before we can head back down.
She looks at you and smiles. You think you can make the journey back without a guide?
I think that's our problem and not yours.
Be it so. This has been a willingly long experience. And she says, this partnership is done. And she shakes her head at the elf at her side, and they start moving out.
You
Oh, thank God.
volunteered.
However, this has ended. As she's like leaving, I'll say, however, this has ended. Lady, what's the V?
Orsa.
Vallysa. We appreciate your assistance.
Her name is Lady Eleanor.
Yeah, Varissa's dead.
And why are they all ladies?
I don't know. Well, we're all knights, so...
However, this has ended. Your assistance has been invaluable, and we would not have been able to accomplish this mighty deed without you.
She turns around, steps back, comes at you, and gives you a peck on the cheek,
Who?
and says,
To Martur,
not
right?
You, Martur, yes.
Okay, thank God.
And says, at least one of you is grateful. Good luck onwards, Hammer Wielder. You sure need it.
I fear you're correct.
And
May
you
a s-
feel something being tucked into your pocket.
I do?
And she smiles at you. Not you again, Martha. You're not there. She's ignoring you. She's
Good,
ignoring you. You
good.
lost your chance.
No, that's good. I just want to. Whenever I hear like she tucks something, I just freak out. I'm like, oh my god, is it happening to me? Did I mishear something?
Neil has PTSD about elf
Yeah,
chicks now.
PTSD.
Yeah, the elf chicks are freaking me out, man. I wouldn't
Now it's gonna
classify it as
be-
PTSD. It's not that bad. It's just horror and disgust.
So after the elves take off, I like the party, and I'm like, so cloaks or horn first?
Horn.
Okay.
Both. I mean, we've got a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, but let's get the horn out, and then let's get the cloaks out.
All right. I literally do not have cutting implements. That is not.
Yeah, I don't either.
I hand each of you a short sword.
How many short swords do you have?
2. And
Alright,
I
I will
sit
go
down
fetch.
to watch.
I will go fetch Balrog
Um,
just to make sure he knows.
Balrog. Yeah, Balrog scampers over the arborway and looks at all of you. What are the others? I heard voices outside.
Lady Eleanor just left with her elves. You can still catch them if you would like to take your leave. We will need to be here for a day or so, cleaning up this mess. And I nod towards the Bullete.
He looks down. Well, if I joined you for the beginning, let's end this together.
It's over
very
though.
well.
You don't need to stay. I guess I'm not there though.
Before
You're right there.
come out, do you have any
You're right there.
edged implements? Use an
We have
axe,
plenty-
right?
we
He
have
has
plenty.
wait, he has an axe. He's staying.
And Lady Vallysa has a sword,
Great sword.
a great sword, and presumably
but-
some sidearms.
Oh yeah. So we,
What's
we,
that?
actually have sharp edged implements. We can.
What
get
sidearms does she have?
She has javelins.
Oh.
Mm.
How many short
Whatever.
swords do you have
The
there?
guy can use his axe. I give you guys my swords, and I sit down and take a nap.
You're the
sh-
ranger.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones who were so eager to start cutting them open. I thought that was your thing.
I'm gonna butcher this nature check, and I'm gonna ruin the whole campaign.
Wait, nature's in, right? I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
Lady Balrog puts the axe and his shield to his side and says, "I need to take care of Lady Vallysa's body. I'll help you as soon as I finish."
I take a
What
weird
was-
look at Martur, like, does he mean like you would take care of the body?
I'd say
Okay.
of what faith was Lady Vallysa?
None. But in the nights we spent together in the cave, she has
You guys
told
spent
me
some night
about.
together?
She looks at you, talking.
Oh, got it.
She told me a little bit about herself. And told me that if she is to die on this journey, how her burial rites should go.
Does she want a grave? she want a
He
grave?
shakes his head. No, she wants to be burned.
Oh, excellent. Well, why
Well-
don't you get a pyre together, and then we can all have a funeral.
He nods his head. I shall do so.
And Martur and I guess, go to town on the Bullete.
I rolled a 21 on my nature check for.
Awesome. You exactly spot the place where the skin is softest, and you stab it. Your short sword goes maybe a quarter way in, and you start chopping away.
Do I even need to be involved?
I mean, it takes several hours to accomplish this to an end, so you can actually open up its whole belly. But
Okay.
it seems like the process is going on pretty smoothly.
Do I even need to roll anything?
No, you can easily take part.
Sure, whatever.
Okay. After you guys finish, Sir Balrog is done with the pile as well. He has made it in the middle of the camp over on here, and has stacked to the sides of the pyre all the skeletons and the corpses of the others in the camp as well.
There were like dozens of skeletons.
Did we find the wolf or the horn?
Yes, you open up his berry, and inside you can find maybe several half-digested shields and axes, even an armor inside of him. But more of them are destroyed beyond use. looking inside even more as his guts spill out, you see a light shining, and you find a horn. Even the leather latch of the horn is unsinged by the acids in the Bulete's stomach. The horn is long, inlaid with runes that shine smoothly on its top, and carvings on the sides of several people with hammers in hands, with armies behind them, and companions at their side. Things you find familiar, Martha.
Interesting. Okay. I grab the horn, wipe it off, contemplate the rest of the innards of the Bullete, and wonder if there's any other magical items just sort of laying around in there.
I'll prepare a detect or I'll start casting a detect magic ritual. I believe I have that prepared.
Yeah, you start. If you cast a detect magic ritual, you'd find nothing of power there, but
Except the horn.
That the horn shines a very bright light when you cast detect magic.
Of what sphere?
Consecrated.
That's no. It's
Oh, sorry, not consecrated.
It should detect magic should tell me whether it's like enchantment or
It is
evocation.
It is an enchantment. I always confuse your spells, detect magic with detect good and evil.
I can cast Identify on it later, but I didn't prepare
The
it today.
school is what I learned.
So I'll have to get a long rest in before I can cast Identify on it.
So, I guess we will head up to the funeral pyre.
You head up to the funeral pyre. There are several.
I will drag with me a corpse of a winter wolf.
Okay. So Borg is on his knees praying, seemingly to the dwarven god for his companions. Raises himself up after he finishes and looks at you. Lights up a torch and gives it to Martha.
I grabbed a piece of the Bullete shell, like on my way up. I put it on the pyre with her, you know, saying like your sacrifice was not in vain. We accomplished our goal in the end. I'm sorry that we couldn't save you. And
Borg smiles at you.
If there's any meaning to the blessings of the hammer wielder, you have them. And I put the torch to the pyre.
She did her job.
You put a torch to the pyre and it burns. Gives off a warm for all of you to enjoy and to contemplate the events that led you to this moment right here and now.
I place a hand on her head and say, I only knew you a short time, Lady Vallysa, but you fought valiantly and bravely. May your journey to Falembra be swift and your rest be eternal. And I cause the funeral pyre to flare up and burn white hot for a minute or so, and take a step back.
And it starts burning. For maybe a couple of minutes, Sir Borg stays silent, seemingly thinking or maybe muttering something under his breath.
Is she being burned with her armor, with her sword, with all of her equipment?
Of course. I mean, the normal sword in her arms on there.
How is that normal? Do I get to be buried with a sword? Is that how these things work?
No, but you know how warriors get buried with their armor and their weapons usually.
That's quite a generalization.
It depends on the culture. Like for example, Vikings in our culture were buried with their armors and sword because it was said they could defend themselves in the afterlife.
Well, it's not going to burn, right? Because it's dragon mail.
Yeah, the dragon mail seems to not be affected by this. I mean, it's easily seeable. Well, everything else melts and burns, but you
burn her with her armor and swords, and if anything survives, you pick it up and use it for yourself later on. That way, she gets it in the afterlife, and you get it now. You can have your cake and eat it too, my friends.
Right. I stand a silent vigil with Balrog as well, contemplating our mortality.
Okay. The fire dies away. So Balrog turns around and says, "Well, what's the plan?"
What time of day is it?
I'd say maybe 5 p.m.
So who
I say
grabbed
all this.
Martyr? Did you grab the horn?
5,
Yeah,
6
I
p.m.
grabbed the horn.
Okay.
And I actually, as a wizard, all I need to do is have the ritual in my book, and I can just cast it whenever I want by reading from the book. So I can actually cast Identify on it right now.
Do you cast Identify on it right now?
Yeah, it'll take 10 minutes and find out as much as I can about this ridiculously expensive horn.
I'm gonna start skinning the wolf that I dragged up here with the
Okay.
short sword that I still have.
I will take supplies back down into the cave and start building what will eventually be a fire, but I'm not going to light it yet.
We're still standing. The funeral pyre is gonna burn for hours, I would imagine.
Yeah. So while the funeral pyre burns, I'm going to move stuff inside to prep for tonight. I don't want to be caught out in the cold trying to build a fire in the cold.
Did you say what time it was, Chucky?
I said about 6 p.m., but now you've waited an hour for the funeral pyre to die down and so on. So I'd say 7 p.m., maybe 2 hours until the sun goes down. But you're in the mountains, so there is the darkness starts to set in.
I do my best to dry the hide by the fire, and pray that Astaire bless this hide with warmth and protection.
Because you don't want to
Okay.
freeze to death on the way back.
Roll me a nature check.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Nature is not very good. Let's see if I butcher this.
I will eventually cut up my own.
19.
And there's
Nice.
enough so that
Nailed it.
this cloak is now considered as you constantly having a winter blanket on you, basically.
Yeah, it still presumably needs to be properly tanned, but
Yes.
I've at least got a wolf hide.
Tanned and cured, yes.
And I will wear it over my cloak to prevent blood from dripping everywhere until I can get it properly fitted.
Okay. Marfo, you cast your Identify, and you know this about the horn. If sounded in the spot where it was first created, it will summon a celestial being, and this being will guide you to a location already predetermined. Of course, you imagine that from what you've been told, it is the Black Fortress, or how it was called before, the Stone of Ages.
Awesome.
Wait,
So I
the
share that
horn
information with
itself-
the party, which is pretty much stuff we already knew.
I hand Neil back his bloody short sword.
Fence snow
an
and fur.
additional thing you know about this horn, because you do know everything about it after an Identify.
Mhm.
After the celestial creature leads you to that place and finishes its duty, a horn has an additional purpose. It can be sounded 2 times in a row, and then it will cast a sanctuary spell on everybody, any friendly creature around, and deal 2d12 holy damage to any undead creatures around.
Holy shit! Okay. And I
But
have to
the-
sound it twice for that to happen?
Yes, and the horn is useless after.
Oh, so the horn can in fact be destroyed if I just blow it twice. Or I can just hit it with the hammer.
Or
Yeah.
at least
after
made
the
useless.
Okay, yeah.
Good, and that's about all you find out about the horn with your Identify spell.
So is this the
I-
only way to get to Dagger Keep?
Apparently
The
not, because
jagged tooth.
there's already evil presences that have infected it. So there must be some other way, but this is the only way we know of getting to
So
that.
do we need to sound it from here in the mountains? Or
We need to sound it from the first tower of Gold Fort, so we actually have to go back to Gold Fort.
Perfect.
It was created in the first Tower of Gold Fort?
That's the legend.
Okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't have let them go ahead. I kind of figured we'd sound it here and get teleported from here.
You weren't paying attention, were you?
I just really don't want to be near that woman anymore.
I understand. She's a little bit
Yeah,
of
I'm
a
a
sour.
little distrustful of her. If she had an army at her disposal, why not enlist their help when we needed it?
I hear you.
Maybe she was testing us. I don't know. She's disturbing.
Disturbed is definitely a way to put it. All right, let's
Anyway,
make
I make
camp for the
myself a
night.
cloak.
Head back in the morning.
I want to cut one
yeah.
of the wolves after the
I'm-
identify spell.
By the way,
I'm
as
gonna
you
go to
say this-
sleep.
As you say this, Borg looks up at you, Martha, and says, "If you want to know the legend about it, I know it. It's told to any dwarf from childhood."
Oh, good. That'll be a fun campfire story.
He nods his head. Let's get everything done first.
Okay.
I butcher one of the wolf skins.
Yeah,
well-
and you don't manage. You don't manage to. You
Alright.
kind of ruin part of his. You may try again because, as I said, a large creature can make 2 medium-sized cloaks.
You know what? Yeah, I realized that one was just too big for me. So I go get the smaller one from inside the cave that we killed as a group, and I'm like, this one's better anyway. It'll have better memories.
I'm continuing to
Yes.
build
Yeah.
on Theron's camp inside the
Yeah.
inside the cave.
So
And
Bullock starts
I-
bringing in plywood as well, and that's about it. Takes out a couple of his rations that he still has, and says, "It looks at all of you. You have enough food? What do you need? I have plenty more with me."
Oh, we're fine.
Oh, and if you need to heat yourselves up, Lady Vallysa gave me this last night, and he takes out a half bottle of dwarven spirits.
Getting drunk is pretty tempting.
Smells like the wolves have been
So Theron, are you the only person who doesn't make yourself a wolf cloak?
I don't really want to carry too much extra weight.
the wolf cloak is just a winter blanket weight. That isn't a PHB.
Which is how much?
I was assuming 5
Questions.
pounds, but
Questions that are on the PHB. 1 second.
Okay.
Go on. Whatever you want to do. You want to.
You know what?
think
If
we
I
rest
actually,
fire.
yeah, I haven't marked off some of these rations. I will go ahead and try and make myself a cloak, but I do it like I drag a wolf away while other people are busy and kind of do it by myself in a corner of the cave because I'm a little embarrassed about my cloak making skills.
Okay, so roll it. Yeah, you fail it. You can try it again.
I bury
because it is a
the
large
wolf
creature.
hide that I mangled in snow, so no one can see
Okay,
my
Pretty sure there's a
failures.
winter cloak. A robe weighs 4 pounds. I'm not sure why you think there's a winter cloak in here
A
somewhere.
robe weighs
Not a
4
winter
pounds?
cloak.
I
It's a
I
winter
want to go
blanket.
weigh one of my robes now because I don't think they weigh 4
Yeah.
pounds.
Not
Well,
a
they might be like
bathrobe.
thick, heavy robes.
Yeah, I know.
I've got a bathrobe that probably weighs like 5 or 6
You have a set of
pounds.
monk's robes or something, Justin?
Maybe.
From a past
Let's say
life I'm
5
unaware
pounds.
of?
I'd say 5 pounds is enough. I can't find it here,
Alright.
which is weird.
Actually, you said each wolf can make 2, so I'll try again before I bury the wolf.
I just said that again.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. 11?
11 is enough. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just
I
making the
still
DC.
hide the corpse of the mangled wolf in snow.
Okay, good. So you make yourself a winter wolf cloak.
A temporary winter wolf cloak. I'll get it fixed up in Gold Fort.
Good.
Are
So
we all gonna have matching outfits?
This will be the official uniform of the Redemption Army.
I'm sorry, what did you say the weight on that was, Chucky? 5 pounds?
5 pounds. 5 pounds. Yeah.
Alright. And on that note, perhaps we should take our first break, unless you have something else you want to do to us, Chucky?
No, that's about it. More
Okay.
torture to come.
We got our first break and our first long rest.
Alright. Well, I'll
Actually,
see
probably
you.
have-
Well, we'll probably hear the
Um,
story around the campfire and then have our long rest.
We'll see you on the other side, everybody.
Bye-bye.